Hey there, I'm Gary Schuster. Welcome to Innovation Cafe. Now, here's something that you probably have figured out. Behind every great inventor are very frustrated spouse and kids who are like, please stop talking about this stuff. But they're also very supportive, and that's awesome, and I'm very grateful. I was given a family suggestion that maybe people want to know about how actual inventions came to be. And I think that's a great idea. Today, we'll talk about how I came to invent one of my more interesting inventions, which was a way to monetize free web hosting without running ads. I'll set the stage. We were running a free web hosting service, and the dotcom crash had just started. And all of a sudden, the market for ads was not just soft, it was evaporating completely. So we're running this service. We're paying a lot of money. I don't even want to tell you what we were paying for 100 megabits of bandwidth, which is not very much. I have 10 times more than that now going to my house. But at the time, it was very expensive. And how are we going to pay the bills? This is one of those great times where I just let the problem bounce around in my head until the solution sort of knocked on the door and said, hey, conscious mind, figured it out. And what was the solution? The solution was to use unused computing cycles on customers' web browsers to do distributed computing problems. Now, at the time, there was a real need for distributed computing. Protein folding, for example, was very difficult to do. And in order to simulate it, you needed a lot of computing power. There was also SETI at home, which was analyzing signals from deep space for signs of intelligent life. So there was demand for distributed computing. And I thought, well, if we can't sell ads, we can, after disclosing to the web viewers that we're doing this, because we don't want to steal their cycles, we want to be transparent about it. What we would do is just put a little snippet of code inside of an element on the web page. And that code would take a small part of a distributed computing problem, figure it out, send the answer back. And if you're having 1 million web visits an hour and each one is maybe a minute, that's a lot of computing time that you get. And at the time, it was around the year 2000, maybe 1999, it was really valuable to have that. Now, here's the interesting thing. We sold the company just as we were rolling out this distributed computing solution. So I never got to see that solution implemented, but we did get a patent on it, and I'm seeing it implemented, sometimes in bad ways. We've got some bad people out there who are using it to hijack computers and run Bitcoin mining. I mean, it's not fully a hijack because it's just in the browser. Unfortunately, progress comes with both the good and the bad. But that is how I came up with that problem. It was driven by a need. I put the problem into my head, and I just let it sit. It was maybe a week before I came up with the solution. What's another good invention to talk about? Oh, wait. So I'm Gary Schuster, signing off from Innovation Cafe.